A man should never be ashamed to own that he has been in the wrong, which is but saying that he is wiser today than yesterday. When I am reading a book, whether wise or silly, it seems to me to be alive and talking to me. The worthiest people are the most injured by slander, as is the best fruit which the birds have been pecking at. You should never be ashamed to admit you have been wrong. It only proves you are wiser today than yesterday. Satire is a sort of glass wherein beholders do generally discover everybody's face but their own, which is the chief reason for that contraception it meets with in the world, and that so very few are offended with it. If a man makes me keep my distance, the comfort is, he keeps his at the same time. Falsehood flies, and truth comes limping after it, so that when men come to be undeceived, it is too late. When a great genius appears in the world, you may know him by this sign, that the dunces are all in confederacy against him. The latter part of a wise person's life is occupied with curing the follies, prejudices and false opinions they contracted earlier. We of this age have discovered a shorter, and more prudent method to become scholars and wits, without the fatigue of reading or of thinking. I have ever hated all nations, professions, and communities, and all my love is toward individuals. A soldier is a Yahoo hired to kill in cold blood as many of his own species, who have never offended him, as possibly he can. We have chosen to fill our hives with honey and wax, thus furnishing mankind with the two noblest of things, which are sweetness and light. Laws are like cobwebs, which may catch small flies, but let wasps and hornets break through. The stoical scheme of supplying our wants by lopping off our desires, is like cutting off our feet, when we want shoes. I will no more believe than that the accidental jumbling of the alphabet would fall into a most ingenious treatise of philosophy, in answer to which, I assured his honor that in all points out of their lawyer's own trade, they were usually the most ignorant and stupid generation among us, the most despicable in common conversation. Let that be as it will, thus much is certain, that, however spiritual intrigues begin, they generally conclude like all others. They may branch upward toward heaven, but the root is in the earth. Books, the children of the brain.